we're missing Mr. Hudson, but he will be here soon. So we'll begin with Ms. Nicholls. Thank you very much for coming, and we welcome your testimony.
I would like to thank Congressman McGovern and Congressman Wolf and the Lantos Human Rights Commission for bringing much needed attention to the situation facing Colombia's human rights defenders. Every government should create a climate in which human rights defenders can carry out their important work. Unfortunately, in general, the Colombian government has failed to adequately do this. Our Colombian partners, seasoned human rights defenders, have told us that they feel more at risk today. They have noticed a surge in threats against defenders and their family members, as well as a number of physical attacks and assassinations, and unexplained break-ins of defenders' offices. The vast majority of these cases languish in impunity. Meanwhile, high-ranking members of the Colombian government continue to make public statements discrediting defenders' legitimate work and suggesting links with the guerrilla groups. Things only became worse this year when it was revealed that the Colombian Presidential Intelligence Agency, the Administrative Security Department DAS, has been illegally and systematically spying on Colombian defenders, with the stated aim of restricting and neutralizing their work. In response to this deteriorating situation, a number of human rights organizations from around the world came together to create an international campaign for the protection of Colombia's human rights defenders. The U.S. Office on Colombia, which I represent, a DC-based NGO which strives to shape a more informed and humane U.S. policy towards Colombia, played a key role in the creation of that campaign. The campaign, which is signed by 224 organizations from 24 countries, promotes a set of recommendations for strategic policy change, which aim to work towards ending impunity for violations against human rights defenders, the misuse of state intelligence, systematic stigmatization, and unfounded criminal proceedings, while also structurally improving the protection program. I will discuss today just a few ways the US government can support the Colombian government's effort to protect human rights defenders. Firstly, in regards to the presidential intelligence scandal, President Uribe's recent announcement that the DAS will be disbanded is a positive step and one that must be encouraged. However, the Uribe administration has said that the new intelligence agency would continue to be linked to the presidency, which is one of the underlying structural problems that allowed intelligence to become politicized in the first place. This must be addressed by removing the capacity of the president and his advisors to order intelligence operations without safeguards or oversight, and by strengthening the Colombian Congress's oversight of intelligence operations. The US government should encourage these reforms and closely monitor their implementation. Furthermore, the DAS is not the only intelligence agency that has been involved in illegal spying. Regional military intelligence units, police intelligence units, and district attorneys based inside military brigades have also conducted similar illegal espionage operations. Many of these units have received US support, training, and equipment. Thus, the possible use of US assistance in illegal intercepts merits thorough investigation. We welcome the opening of an investigation of the DAS by former Attorney General. However, a new Attorney General has yet to be elected, and there is a real risk that that investigation will be seriously delayed or hampered in the interim. At the moment, the investigation has focused nearly entirely on the period 2004 to 2006. However, it has been revealed that apparently illegal wiretapping has continued as recently as August of this year. And amongst those recently revealed recordings were conversations between a US Department of Justice official and a Supreme Court judge. The US government should carefully monitor and encourage the Attorney General's investigation, ensuring it includes activities up to the present and includes both those outside the DAS who ordered the illegal intelligence and those who carried it out. In general, the impunity rate for cases involving human rights defenders is alarmingly high and does not appear to be improving. As a significant supporter of both the Attorney General and Inspector General's office, the US government should use its leverage to push for a real improvement in the impunity rate for cases involving human rights defenders. We were pleased to hear President Uribe publicly state during the rapporteur's visit that the defence of human rights is a necessary and legitimate action for democracy. We hope that this will mark a shift away from his numerous other public comments, linking defenders to guerrilla groups, which puts them in great danger and in many occasions has been followed by threats and attacks. Indeed, the easiest thing for the Colombian government to do to address the situation is change its own public remarks about defenders. To encourage this positive shift, senior US government officials should continue to send a clear message of support for human rights defenders, condemning any attempts by the Colombian government to stigmatize them. These are just some of the many ways in which the US government can help protect Colombian defenders. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for organising this important hearing.
Thank you very much.